The tricky question for me as a public speaker is, why am I talking to you? I mean, it's awfully nice of you to come and listen, but this talk, any speech or conversation, is really quite last century. If I want to bring you a message in this age of science and technology, I might as well spit on a piece of paper and hand it to you in a plastic bag, so you can take it home and have it analyzed by a scientist. Or you can plug me into an MRI machine, map my brain image, compare it to a large set of data, and you can literally see my thoughts. If I stand here and for some unknown reason start thinking about a banana, this newest MRI technology makes it possible to reconstruct my inner banana and show it to you on a screen, the image. No words needed. In short, you can collect my data, map me, decode me, nudge me. You can pixelate me any way you want to, and still facially recognize me. So why talk? Does the TED Talk have a future? Is there a future for the spoken word, the written word? And the most exciting question of all, is there a future for politics and the law? From biblical times until now, laws were written down on stone, on paper, and we, the people, have talked about them for centuries, discussed them in Parliament, which is not called Parliament for no reason. The word stems from parlare, parler in French, to speak. My point is this. If the rules are written down, and we no longer discuss them or debate them, we cannot contradict them. We lose our voice, and in losing our voice, we lose our power. I shall make this point in 3 steps to explain to you how we give away our voice to norms and data. 1. Data. We are building new societies in which our data speak for us. The former chief of superpower Google, CEO Eric Schmidt, once said, "We know who you are, we know where you've been, we more or less know what you're thinking about." In other words, you do not have to speak anymore, or even vote. You may express your opinion if you want to, but it's no longer necessary. Our data speak for us, and that means that politics and the expression of preferences are passé. Google knows best. And it's not only the companies that know best. Some countries like China or India set up social credit score systems in which the government assigns credit points to citizens based on the data they collected about them. So you get minus points and plus points for things like shopping decisions, online choices. You get plus points for Mozart and Shakespeare. You get minus points for watching porn online. And these are large-scale reputation systems made possible by the Internet of everything that watches you every moment of the day, and built to establish, and I quote the Chinese government on this, built to establish a sincerity culture, to raise the honest mentality of the entire society, end quote of the Chinese government. Honest mentality, but it's not you who is being honest, it's your data. Your data become your cipher. There's only one complication: data do not exist. They are man-made interpretations and reductions of behavior. Google and the Chinese government hire IT people who then boil you and your choices down to data. If, for instance, in the nearby future, as experts predict, your toilet talks to your doctor without asking you first behind your back, these IT people are the ones who instruct your toilet on what to see and what to say. They are the ones who decide what counts as data and what abnormalities should be reported. We are building new societies in which we give our voice not just to data, but to the random people and organizations that make them. 2, norms. Same goes for norms. Who makes them? Certainly not Parliament. They are hidden into the design of dishwashers, toilet seat, smart cities. They are created by mysterious software writers. Papers and books may seem very old-fashioned and very uncool, but they are effective ways of communication. As long as laws are written down, written into the script of things, or even worse, the script of people into our own scripts, we cannot talk back. We lose our voice. There is no use in protesting against automatic decisions made for us by algorithms, because in protesting, you automatically lose access. If you do not accept cookies, you lose access to websites. If you watch a critical TED talk like mine online, you will find yourself without job or mortgage or health insurance in 10 years' time. I'm sorry, in advance. We're building black box societies in which we are governed secretly and silently, governed by rules we can't violate because we do not know them. And this situation is a clear breach of the rule of law. It looks like any kind of dictatorship that places the law in hands of the powerful, and that leaves the people at the mercy of the powerful elite. As novelist Franz Kafka, always a useful source, wrote 100 years ago, our laws are unfortunately not widely known. They are the closely guarded secret of the small group of nobles who govern us. 3, power. This small group of nobles in whom we recognize Google, Amazon, Alibaba, govern us by rules they do not publish. Decisions are made automatically for us on the basis of these secret norms by systems that read our bodies and our every action. This means that our position changes from reading to being read. We do not read the internet reads us. If we tweet or chat, our devices follow us and analyze every step we take on the internet. In order to be understood, we do not even have to tweet. We publish our inner thoughts by walking down the street and being seen, read, and interpreted by the things that surround us. We become text. I do not deliver a speech, I am a speech. I am spitting data. So why talk? Why not simply be excited and optimistic about all this new technology and new power, plug ourselves into the internet of everything and have our data speak for us, be happy, keep quiet? Well, because this development, being read instead of reading the world, comes with a shift of power. Instead of being subjects, we become objects, powerless objects. And in order to regain that power from the small group of nobles who govern us, we shall have to start ruling the world again. Open the black box of design and get a grip on the law within. This new technology has already brought us a wealth of new possibilities and opportunities that we can be excited about. But we can only allow ourselves to be excited if we are very, very critical about the political implications. If we want to truly be ready for the future, we shall have to keep using our voice. And that means keep speaking truth to power. Thank you.